Well, Transfer's new section. Let's get right dive deep into the stuff that's out recently, at least that we wanted to talk about. Best part about this is, or best part about this news thing I saw was just a spin out and Cordon. Is that how you say that? Transformers Generation Selects. They had masterpieces come out. They were G1. Well, they're originally a Diaclone or whatever, and then now they're G1 characters, and now they put them in the Generation Selects, and they're like, what's his name? Sunstreaker remolds basically. One's a cop car, one's red.
Yeah.
And yeah, these were on pre-order. You didn't get these, hey?
No, not really. No, I thought about it, and they're Autobots, and they're just basically a repaint of the exact same mold of the stuff that's already come out, and it doesn't interest me. And I mean, like, just I don't know. It's just more of the same stuff. And I if I'm gonna buy these things, I want to buy things that are interesting to me. Like I have to stick Decepticons, so I'm just not gonna do it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I get it. They are just the Sunstreaker mold from the Earthrise line, basically, and yeah, one has like the cop siren on it. But yeah, I don't know. I got them. Well, I have them pre-ordered. I could always cancel it. I mean, I was just like, whatever. I just put it on for now. As I'm getting most of the stuff of this line. Maybe the next lines that come out. I don't know if they're going to continue like Beast Wars and Kingdom figures, or where the figures are headed after this trilogy's done, right? But for this stuff, I'm collecting a lot of it. So I mean, I'll just continue with that. But I think as I'm getting more into Transformers and like collecting, it's like, okay, well, I'll finish these lines out, then I'll see. And then like I would rather pad out like older stuff, G1, G2,
Yeah.
In the future. I'm just kind of writing this trilogy out. We're invested with it, like literally, and ending the podcast with the watching the show and collecting the figures and the podcast. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the thing about these figures is like it's one of the rare ones where the alt mode, the Lamborghini alt mode, looks really good.
Yeah, it kills.
It's one of those things where it's like you wouldn't mind it sitting on your shelf in that mode, or like having one of them always transformed into alt mode, just to be like, just to show off how good it actually looks. Like this is a really nice. I think
that's what got me. They look really nice, and like they have. I don't mind some more Autobots lately. I'm kind of like warming up to them finally, because yeah, they're kind of cool in some ways. But yeah, just I'll have the yellow one, and whoever else they do. So maybe I'll have the team of them out. But yeah, I agree. The alt mode, it looks like that kills. That's awesome.
it is. It's really nice. Like the problem is it's these figures are too like I like bigger figures. So I mean these 5.5-inch figures, just every time I see them, I'm just like, oh, I don't. They're just gonna get lost in the crowd on my shelf, because like I just want bigger figures. Like if these were larger, if the scale on these things were bigger,
well, the masterpiece ones are really good. Because they're like that wheeljack you held. They're that size,
Yeah, it's just, masterpiece. I could just think of how much I could get for the amount that I would pay for one masterpiece figure. Like this is the thing. Like there's no way.
Well, these would be 100 each easily.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I don't have. I'm stupid, but I'm not crazy.
Yeah, it's like if you're diehard for these characters, yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, like I would rather put my money into some Armada stuff or Energon stuff than to buy. That's the thing. Like this new stuff. At the beginning when I first started collecting, I was like, oh my God, look at all this Transformer stuff. All these robots are so cool. And then my tastes started to find certain niches, and the Siege stuff now it's almost, I have no interest in it whatsoever. And so, I mean, any of those Cybertronian vehicle Autobots and stuff, it's just like, they're just, I don't know why I bought them now. I just feel like they're just shelf padding. But I mean, seeing these proper, like, Earth proper vehicles, like actual molds where the vehicles are real cars and stuff like that, these are more interest to me, they're more traditional Transformers to me, because it turns into an actual car instead of some crazy ridiculous Cybertronian car that it looks stupid to me, like, but these are really like it scratches the itch of Transformers for me. So it's like I was hard pressed to be like, I want them, but I'll just save my money.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just hypnotized by the red and the white from the Canadian flag. It's like I need the.
Yeah,
But
that's what it is. It's right. You're
it's
just
like,
a
what do I like
loyalist.
about them? Yeah. I'm like, oh no, yeah, they represent this, and I love that. But no, they're cute in a way. Like I said, yeah, I agree. These figures, like, they are a little tiny, but I'm kind of used to like G1 and like even smaller figures, so these sizes never really bothered me that much. But I can see the point there, yeah, especially if you've gotten into bigger figures and more chunkier figures. So.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, no, I might get them. So yeah, you might see me holding this up.
Yeah. Might.
Well, the third party company Magic Square Toys has updated some of their stuff they're putting out, and there's a MSGO1 Peach Girl RCQ version. So it's like a little chibi style RC third party, only 9.5 centimeters tall. Like that seems pretty small, or.
Yeah, no, it's really small. It's smaller than I thought it was. When I saw the scale on it, I was like, oh, why is it so tiny?
I know. I wish it was like what are they called? The Good Smile figures that I have, the Mega Man and stuff. What are those called? Nendroids. Yeah, the Nendroids I have, they're like what 3 or 4 centimeters high, and they're pretty good size. I guess they're like
Well,
three.
uh, well, I mean,
I
you
mean
know,
3 inches or 4 inches high, not centimeters, but.
well, like 9 centimeters would be what, 4 inches.
Oh, okay.
So I
Right
mean,
around
but
that size. I
still,
thought they were
it's
way small. I thought this was 9 centimeters. Am I thinking millimeters or something? Like I was thinking it was like tiny as like 9 centimeters. Jeez, I'm
yeah,
not. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, but yeah, they're like 4 inches. But I mean, even still, that's really tiny. I'd prefer this to be a 6 inch figure at least. But because why is this RC better than most of the other RCs they put out? Why is this one like still look? To me, I want this. All the other RCs, I'm just like the Cyberverse one. Granted, I want that one, but like this, I'm just like, this is so cute. I love this. I love it so
Yeah.
much.
I guess. Yeah. I like it, but it is a tiny bit too like chibi and cutesy. I'd say for me, I'd like this design, but more maybe like bigger torso and like a bit like whatever, maybe like the same like a head a little bigger, but you know what I mean, maybe more proportionate or something.
Well, no, that's the thing. It's 100% chibi, right? I mean, this is,
Yeah.
and
But I
like if
like
they're
this
gonna
feminine
go,
style. If it wasn't chibi, but it was still the feminine style. Like she still had the curvy waist, but she looked like not chibi. You know what I mean? Then I'd be
right,
100% into it. But
right.
I don't know. I think I have those Mega Man chibi guys, and like I don't mind them. I just kind of I used to be so diehard anime, but I still diehard Dragon Ball Z. But anything else, besides a few other shows, I'm just not as into it, I guess. But
Right.
I think it's adorable and cute. And if they had like a sound wave like this or something,
Oh, for
maybe
sure.
not feminine, but like just a little cute boy sound wave or
Yeah,
something like that, I'd love that.
I know the possibilities are endless with this. Especially if like they make it so that the Decepticons that are supposed to look mean are still look mean. Like I don't want to have a Megatron in this that's smiling or looking really adorable. I want him to look like have an angry face on him. So it's like she it's okay that she looks so coy and meek and stuff like that. It's okay. Like it suits the figure, but like
Yeah.
I really like this is when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, I want this. So I was clicking on all the links like, where can I pre-order this? I want this. Like it's just one of those things I want, but it's completely useless and it's completely different than any of the other stuff that I have. But it's just one of those things where it's like, it would look good, on the dashboard of your car kind of thing. It's I love it.
Yeah, I know it's all right. Like I said, I think like I'm buying GI Joes now and stuff. I'm like I'm too hardcore now. I think like really too cute. I don't know. I like
Yeah.
it though. It's just like I said, it's just a little too like soft for me, but I do love it. Like I said, I kind of agree or disagree a little with the like because like I would like a soft face sound wave like this, like where he kind of looked timid, but like if he didn't like, I mean, it'd be you just use his eyes for expression, but you know what I mean,
Right.
kind of soft and round or something.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that. But yeah, no, it looks cool, man. Like you said, like this on the desk or like another area that you're not throwing into the collection would be cool.
Right, exactly. That's the thing. It kind of like it's just like it stands out away from the normal stuff, but it's still exactly what it is when you look at it. It's
Hmm.
it's cute. A lot of this kind of like third party weird stuff doesn't, they take a lot of they don't do it. They don't stick to the design. They like do their own thing, and this is really sticks to the design. And I don't know if it probably doesn't transform into anything.
No,
it's you can tell it doesn't do anything. But like, hey, you know what it's supposed to be. I'd like to see like actual images of like what it in hand. I know it might be the figure, but
yeah. And did you know the price on it?
No, I couldn't find it.
Did you find it anywhere available? Is it a pre-order thing?
No.
It's just like not announced yet, or what?
No, it's just all I found is pictures, and it never said anything.
Yeah,
I couldn't find it anywhere.
Yeah, I think it says no price date or release date yet. And you know what? I pre-ordered that other sexy anime Arcee, but like I said, a bit more proportionate in the way I like. So I'm stoked on that. But this is chill too. I've had that with that. I mean, I like it. Like I said, I'd be excited to see some other guys though like this.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that sexy Arcee, like I looked at it and I did want to buy it and I had the opportunity to buy it, but the fit and finish on that figure, like what I was looking at wasn't final like mold and final release.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it and I was like, this stuff doesn't fit together. Like the pieces don't look like they fit together. Like where her boobs go into her like little top, there's like a gap that there was things on that figure that bothered me, like that I would want different. So I mean, like it didn't justify the $200 to spend on it. Like, but I really like that sexy Arcee figure. I like what they did with it. I understand what they're trying to do there, but it's just I haven't seen a final picture of it that I like. There's gaps in that figure that I don't think should be there.
I think it's just mistransformed and it's just not finished yet because it's still only shown like weird prototypes, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
it's not fully. There's some colored ones, but it's not I don't know. I think it's still like they haven't shown it fully still though.
Well, I'll perv on yours.
Yeah, and I'll have mine whenever it comes out.
Just don't lend it to me.
No, I know how that can be. Yeah, so we finally got some in-hand images of Takara Tomy's Generation Select Super Megatron. Yeah, we've seen other pictures, but not in-hand images. Yeah, what do you think about it?
I'm really stoked for this. I mean, like, I forgot that I had this. Well, I mean, I've already paid for this, even like on pre-order. This is one of the first things. Like, this is months ago that this got announced, and it's actually seeing it in hand. It's made me even more stoked. This figure is really nice.
Yeah, no, here in the robot mode, it's standing near standing beside the Earthrise Megatron 2. It's taller because that class of those figures, that's the Galvatron mold. I know it's retooled and retweaked, and like the upper half is completely different. But I mean, those size of those figures was bigger, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I know. I saw
it bigger because they're huge figures, but.
Yeah, to see it side by side with the Earthrise ones, I was like, yeah, no, it's not as big as I wanted it to be, but it's probably in scale with the other figure that came out, the one that you have, that Optimus, the
like the space star one. I don't know.
Galaxy one. Yeah, I think it was in scale with that, so I'm not that surprised, but like those big chunky Galvatron legs and like that. I mean, like, in alt mode is kind of whack, but I mean, when am I going to have it in that mode anyway?
Which alt mode is it?
Well, that airplane, it's like some kind of a weird jet or something. Do
they show the tank mode? I think they do.
I think so, yeah, but I mean, it's just, it's that usual thing where it's like, it's
tank
just that
mode looks horrific.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's just like it's that dude folded up, basically. There's no real like effort put into the alt mode. It's all robot mode. But I think I like
the ship kind of looked like that in that anime drawing of it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, kind of. I mean, it's shaped kind of the same, but I mean, this is one of those ones where it's like, at first I didn't get it when I saw it. I was like, well, I don't know. This is kind of weird. But, ever since, the amount of experience I've had since this thing got announced to now about what figures are like, this is fine. This is really, like, I do really enjoy this. And I can't wait. Like, they say it's going to be shipping next month. So, I mean, next
I
month.
guess we'll get it in 3 months.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I'll drive it up in March when I move there.
Throw it in a dumpster.
Mint in box, though.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But yeah, he looks cool, man. Yeah, I like the head sculpt. I had the other faceplate they show too. That's really cool. But yeah, something about it. He's got a strong chin. I always like that. He's
Right.
The red and the gray really looks good. Like I forgot it just like basically just had the grays, the darker grays, the kind of black and the red, and the little Decepticon logo, but. No, yellow or anything like normal Megatron, but
yeah.
Doesn't need it. It looks great. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. That red really pops where it is, like where the red accents on it is just amazing. And I mean, like, I don't remember. I think this figure was like $100, like at least for us. So I mean, like I hope when I get it in hand that it feels like $100 figure. Because it looks nice, like
you held that Galvatron, I mean.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, the upper plastic could be a bit better, or like I said, they could have just used that mold and used different plastic of the Galvatron lower half,
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, you never know. It could be like, yeah. But hopefully, even if that, I mean, it is what is it. Like, at least its head isn't not wonky like that Galvatron. Like, this looks like a good head on it and stuff.
It does, yeah. No, it's very, like, at first I was like, the proportions were weird and whatever, but now that I, like I said, now that I know a bit more about figures and stuff, like it's
and it's even got an anime vibe more, like a mech vibe esque, because it's like from that type of like anime manga strip or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean, like I've got a tons of Megatrons, and I mean, like this one will stand out at least. It's not just a repaint. This is completely different. So I'm really like stoked to get this. Like I can't wait for the message from ages 3 and up. It's like, yo, your figure's in. All right.
Yo, your figure's in, and you won't have it. No, for sure. Once you get it, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, I'll be filming my pickup in the parking lot.
Yeah, definitely look out for that live stream, parking lot. But we bought it, so you'll see it. Hopefully, we'll get to review it pretty soon. Well, more reveals, I guess. This was a little older, but August 29th, they showed a Netflix War for Cybertron, Wave 2, Voyager, Optimus Prime, and Soundwave. So this is the Soundwave that turns into the cassette, the Earth form, and another Optimus Prime in that Earthrise mode, but cheaper because he doesn't have the trailer and such.
Yeah. I haven't actually seen this packaging up until you sent me the picture. I don't know how I missed this, but I really like how these look. I really like the packaging on these, and Optimus without the trailer. I mean, is that really Optimus? But cheaper. I don't know.
It's such a good mold though. Like if you're not going to get that Earthrise one that we just talked about, then this is the one for you because it's cheaper and it's like the best Optimus Prime mold they've done. Like when I reviewed that Dead Prime or the Zombie Prime, I was like saying that I was like, whoa, I should have reviewed the other one. Like it's like such a good figure how it's built.
It is. It looks really nice. I mean, when I was looking at the Earthrise one today, I was like walking away from it. It was so hard. And I mean, like, if you have it in its alt mode with the trailer, that's what you want, right? That's because Optimus without the trailer, what is that? That's an incomplete toy. But I mean, if you just want the figure for the figure, this is the mold to get. He looks proportionally great. Colors are great. Like everything is what you want. Like he looks like he walked up the TV. That's what you want.
Yeah, no, yeah. He just looks really good, and he comes with those little like little pterosaur guy and the other guy,
right? Yeah,
or whatever. But I mean, the guy like when he turned him into an axe and put it in his hand, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, I dig that. I like the little add-in things that you can't get other places, so that you kind of feel compelled to. Well, it's just a remold of stuff they already put out, or a recolor of the stuff they already put out. But I mean, it's kind of fun to have it thrown into the box. I mean, when you don't get a trailer, you got to have something else, and these crummy add-ons, it's what you get, right?
Yeah. For sure. And the Soundwave looks awesome. It's sealed in the package, and it also looks cool because he comes with Earthrise Laserbeak and Ravage as well. So, I mean, that's cool. The thing is, like, a lot of people are upset because they already bought, like, the Siege Soundwave, and they bought, the Sound Blaster Siege guy, and they'll probably do a Sound Blaster Black one, right? If they did this guy. So, I mean, but if you've never bought a Soundwave yet, this would be okay.
Well, that's the thing, is that I never bought Siege Soundwave because I hate that figure. I hate that figure.
I love Lamppost mode.
The lamppost mode is the best part of it. That's the worst thing, is because like that whole fake damage on the tape deck thing, and the silver paint that's splashed all over it. I absolutely hate it. I had the opportunity to buy it. I've seen it on sale, and I'm like, I don't want. Why have something I don't want? Soundwave is the kind of figure that I want to look like Soundwave in my mind. I don't want some. Just that, like I said, that Siege one. It's the worst for me. I saw it today, and I was like,
the splash on it, like you said, in I like how this one's a lot cleaner, and he actually turns into a cassette, and it does look really a lot like the G1 one.
Oh no, for sure, and comes with he comes with Laserbeak and Ravage, right?
Yep.
I mean, like that's what you want. Yeah, it's exactly what you want. Like tape deck and two of the dudes, like two of the tapes, like. Mm-hmm. It's perfect. I can't wait to see this in the store. And like I said, I love the packaging on this War for Cybertron stuff. I absolutely love it. It stands out so much from the other
Walmart
lines.
Exclusives as well.
Yeah. Well, of course, Mm-hmm. So I won't see any for 6 months, and then I'll see 10.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you won't see them for the first while, and then they'll just be stocked.
Yep. That's right.
Rim. But yeah, this Soundwave, I bet you, will be a hotter item because a lot of people that didn't buy those ones or they're going to sell those ones and they're going to jump on this one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
but yeah, I like the packaging too, like you said, just like looks so good.
I love the way that they distinctly made it different. That white box with the red lettering and stuff, as opposed to the Earthrise stuff and the Siege stuff. It just stands out, So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I'm excited.
I mean, if the Optimus is $40, say, I might be tempted to get it, but like still, I'd want, like, I have so many Optimuses now with the trailer that like I'd want the trailer. So I mean, I might be stuck with the Earthrise one no matter what.
Yeah, if you want the trailer and you want like that color of Optimus Prime. Yeah, the Earthrise one, man. But like I said, they got them stocked to the brim at Walmart where I'm at, and it's like, dude, they're gonna clearance that. Like,
okay, well,
even if I see it and you want it, just let me know, and then you can pay me or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, if I see it for like $40, I'll just get it. I won't even ask you or whatever.
No,
if it's like cheaper, because I think it's like $80, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Leader class price $79 something.
Yeah, I had already had, like, today when I saw it, I already had the clones and the Seeker set in my hand, and I'm like, I'm not dropping another 70.
No, those are the hot Target exclusives. Get those now. The Primes, like I said, they got them stacked to the brim right now. So
yeah, for sure. I mean, at first they were rare as hen's teeth, but now, like, if I saw one on the shelf, then I mean, I know that I'm going to be able to find them.
Yeah, no, like I said, if I see him clearance out, even like a bit, I'll let you know, or just grab it. So.
Yeah, consider this a pre-order for that if you ever see it on clearance.
I will. But yeah, if not, I'm still gonna get these Netflix guys because I got all these sound waves and like I don't know, like I said, for this round, I'm gonna just take it as this trilogy of toys and this wave and all this. I'm just gonna, the Netflix figures, the Siege line, the Earthrise, the Kingdom. I'm gonna not completionist or anything to that madness, but I just, I'm getting a lot of them,
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. I don't know when these hit, so.
No, me neither.
October, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Well, that spoiler pack, I guess it was Netflix one, finally got so I guess spoiled or whatever. They revealed it. The Netflix War for Cybertron Siege Leader Class Nemesis Prime, and this is like the Siege mold. Like I have the totally black one. This one like kind of looks like grayscale or off a little. I'm not sure if that's like supposed to be how it says. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's like that, but because in the pictures it doesn't look fully black. I mean, when it's in its truck mode, it more does, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
different.
yeah. It's more of a smoky black than it is an actual like
Yeah,
black. So
yeah,
it's I really really like this though. This is one of those things where it's like I can still pre-order it. I know I'm still able to get it, but it's one of those things where it's like I love this. I just love this the paint job on it. You know, I love the way that it looks, and of course it comes with the trailer. So, you know, hey, win-win on my part. But
yeah. I
like
do like mine more though. Like I know it doesn't have a trailer, but it's like I like the teal. Like this one has a purple Decepticon insignia on its shoulder. Mine has the teal one. And
yeah,
it's like
no.
dark black, but I still really like this one.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it is you know, the slight differences are a little annoying. Yours is way prettier than this. I mean, for sure. This is the mass market version, you know, where it's
Hmm.
the mass market repaint, where they're like, how can we get more money out of these suckers? Well, I know, we'll just repaint another Optimus, but it's like, it's nice. I like it.
Hmm. I like the sword that it comes with.
Yeah,
And the
for
thing
sure.
about mine that I like more though the sword is like is it's like a transparent sword and it's like hot
Hmm.
pink. This one's like red, but
Right,
it's still
right.
cool though. And like that little red snake guy is kind of cool. They have the purple snake guy. This is the red one. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's, you know, people are gonna spend the money on this anyway, and you know, I I didn't pre-order it. Like when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, I have to get this, and then I thought, no, I'm gonna wait for a bit because, you know, this is a $90 figure,
hmm, hmm.
and you know, like you know, and I was whining earlier about the Earthrise Optimus being $80, and this is $90, and it's like, you know, it's just crazy money to spend on something like this, but I really like it. I think they did a good job. I don't know why it's got that spoiler pack on it though. Like, why? I don't really get it. Like, but
Well, that other one was in that spoiler part pack, that Ultra Magnus, remember?
yeah, I know, but I mean, it was just kind of a weird color. You know, it didn't really insinuate he was gonna die or anything in the
No, but
show.
it's the
But
evil Nemesis Prime. It's like his doppelganger, so it is a separate human or separate human. It's a separate guy entirely. It's like a
yeah,
clone, and they've already shown that Sound Blaster in the Netflix show is a clone. So either
right.
Shockwave clones him, or that time travel thing that they did at the end, or whatever they happened went through that portal. Like they'll like yeah, there'll be an Nemesis Prime apparently. So it's kind of like people are speculating on stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, like I've got the Black Convoy one
Yeah,
of
you have the best one, the RID one. I prefer that over all of them.
yeah, no,
I
it's a
wanted that one sealed. So it
yeah, no,
looks.
I know it's like in robot form, he is so nice. So I mean, looking at this, I'm just like, you know, I've already got the best one. Why would I have you
That
know,
is the best one because I
he's
love that G2 mold too of it, of the Optimus Prime, Laser Optimus Prime. But that
yeah.
one's I like that one second best, but I still like it just as much. And I seen them sealed for 200, and I always wanted it.
Yeah, no, I know. I was lucky to pick that up. And I mean, like, this is the thing. Like, do I need two of them, especially if one is just a repaint of
Hmm.
something? You know, like, it's one of those things. If I see it, I'd buy it, but pre-ordering it to get it, meh, I don't know.
Hmm. I just don't know like how hard these ones will be to get in the long run. Like
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I haven't seen that spoiler pack.
it hasn't showed up in Canada, I don't think, for retail. Yeah.
Yeah, not for retail. No, I mean it's been like it's in play. Like I know Ages 3 and Up got some,
Oh,
and I
nice.
know somebody else had. I don't remember where it was, but I know somewhere else had them anyway. But I know Ages had them, and they sold out immediately. And I'm like, oh, I
I've
don't.
seen in people's toy hunt videos in the States that aren't even after Transformer stuff. They just like walked by this casually. They had tons of Ultra Magnuses clearanced out for like $20. I
Jeez.
know.
And you know that Ultra Magnus mold. Like I was really not down with it, and then when I actually got it, like in that that toy bundle that I got off Craigslist, and it came with it. I'm so happy with that Ultra Magnus. Like, he is amazing. I love that figure. I'm surprised at how nice it is. But yeah, anyway, this you know, uh, I don't know.
Yeah, they're doing an Earthrise mold of that mold apparently. Like, I don't know how they're gonna tweak it. If they're gonna make it like actual, like a semi, or
maybe, yeah. I mean, like I said, this Nemesis Prime is really nice. The colors aren't as nice as the one that you have, and this is the more accessible version, I guess, that people can grab.
Oh yeah, people clown me all the time about the one I have. They say like I'm the only one in Canada that has it. It's not true, obviously, but like no one has it. Like MGO doesn't have it. Like at the time, because I had mine so early. And
yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah, that one guy in that other Transformers group, he's like, yeah, mouth watering. Like he's like, if you ever see another, I'm like, man, I've never.
I don't even know how you got that thing. I mean, this is the thing. It's like
Tomy did get it. Like he was like, we have one of these. They're super rare. Do you want it? I was like, yup.
Yeah, no kidding, right? Do you need to ask?
Yeah, and then like, yeah, it's just like that was the thing that was like pretty intense. But yeah, they just didn't make very many of them. So many people, and they're all going for like hundreds or like 100 something sealed on eBay. So
right,
or 200 or 150. So it's just a joke.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, yeah, and like I said, your color scheme is better, but I mean, like you said,
this is fine though.
It's fine. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna just, it is what it is.
Exactly. I think I don't even know. I think I pre-ordered this off of somewhere. I'm not sure if it went off of Big Bad though. Was it even on there? Do you know?
You can get it at TF Toys, the Canadian site, and it's $89. So, okay. And it's going to ship when it ships. But I mean, they always have a lot of stuff like that TF Toys place. Like you'd be surprised, and the pre-orders will come out, and like the Corden and Spin Out 2-pack is $60 and it's $70 everywhere else. So I mean, and Sandstorm is $39 instead of $45. So it's like this place they do their. It's nice that this is a Canadian site selling at Canadian prices to Canadian people. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that more.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah. For some other figures, but yeah, no, I'm excited. Like I said, I think I have this pre-ordered somewhere, so
yeah, you'll get it.
I have all these primes. I'm gonna have all these primes anyways. Like that other one, the space one, and the Galaxy Prime, and then I just need that. The only one I'm missing so far that's been released is just the cell shaded Optimus Prime.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
If you ever see one of those, let me know. But I don't know. Even loose at ages, let me know.
Okay.
Well, another, I guess Earthrise exclusive Transformers War for Cybertron Galactic Odyssey Collection Paradron Medics 2-pack.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, samples. Well, I guess it's Ironhide and what's her name? No, what am I saying? Yeah, I guess it's Ratchet and Lifeline. So, yeah, she appeared in the G1 continuity for a second.
Yeah,
she's been a BotCon exclusive. I think this is her first actual mainline figure that's like official.
Yeah. I mean, when I saw this, I was just like, I think this is another one where I just woke up and saw this was a thing that happened, one of those Transformer Tuesday things or whatever, and I'm like, look, I'm sure people are really going crazy for that, but oh well, I'm not gonna buy that. So
it was hard to get too, apparently.
Oh yeah, no, people were whining like on Twitter. Like you should have seen the threads and threads of people who were whining that didn't get it. And every time something like this comes out, these exclusives come out, and people don't get them. They're always like, "I don't even want to collect Transformers anymore. It's no fun." And I'm like, "Yeah, you didn't get what you want, so you're having a tantrum. I get it.
Yeah,
I've done it. I know what it's like."
The Transformers though is pretty bad right now, considering they do have a lot of exclusives. A lot of figures are coming out, and a lot of them are this repaints, remolds. So
yeah, no, I know.
So I mean, yeah, it's a tough market if you're really going for everything or want to. I mean, yeah, that's gonna be a battle.
But I mean, how many people were sitting there and were thinking to themselves, gosh, I want the Paradron medics as figures, and then they're like, they didn't get these and went, well, I can't believe I've been waiting my whole life for the Paradron medics to come out, and this is just one of those things where it's like, oh, hi everyone, money grab, and so
Yeah, I just feel with Ratchet, it's like, because like, yeah, we got the Walgreens exclusive, I think, in the Siege line. So
Mm-hmm.
like and they did show that new Ironhide. So whenever they show an Ironhide, they're gonna do a repaint of a Ratchet.
Of
But I
course.
didn't know if it was gonna be in store or whatever. But yeah, and with her, I mean, yeah, this is. Yeah, I saw so many people complaining about they couldn't get it.
Oh no, I know it's instantaneous, and I'm like, you gotta get priorities straight. If this is the hill you die on because you can't get these two, I don't know. Like you better just stop collecting altogether. If because I mean, it's just repaints. Like this is where they get you. This is where Hasbro gets the people who collect. Is that they buy the same figure 10 times, and it's like that definition of insanity. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again hoping for different results, I mean that's what Hasbro is doing with this. It's like people are going to buy it anyway, and you're more likely to sell out repaints if you make them exclusives. So granted, Hasbro's doing the right thing as far as a business practice, but for the hardcore collector, it's something. But for peripheral guys like me, bail.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like in the middle-ish because like I already have like the went on my way to get that Walgreens and EB exclusive Ratchet. So,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, I don't mind filling out some of the Autobots with these guys. I mean, I kind of have to have them, but like I said, I'm just trying to get a lot of this stuff. But like, I might change, like I said, my opinions after these lines because we don't know the quality of the next figures and we don't know like what they're doing. So,
Yeah.
at least I'll have a functional, because I have that other Ratchet, but it's a weird Cybertronian Ratchet. I'd rather, like, I don't know if I send you that, but I can see it here, and it's like alt mode or whatever, and actually it
Yeah.
looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And she looks whatever. That's a bad car mode, but I mean, I don't know. Yeah, at least I'll have like a Generations, line, Earth, style Ratchet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like over time, maybe I'll put away some of my Siege stuff and just display more of the Earthrise and the newer versions of everyone because it kind of seems like that's where it's headed. But
Yeah, I mean, even you are getting tired of I don't know, like as even as a hardcore collector who wants to get this stuff, you're like maybe maybe I'll put stuff away. You're even getting tired of the whole process as well of them just putting out the same stuff over and over again, and like there's only so many of the same figure you can see. It doesn't matter what color. I mean, it's like, listen, you can. Every Easter egg's a different color, but it's just an egg underneath, right? It's the same principle here. It's like
and these are the versions I wanted before, though. Like with that other Ratchet and other Ironhide, these are the ones I wanted. So and it just sucks to like I'm usually never tired of figures I just bought last year, and I kind of am because they're just like these ones are the same figure, but they're done up like 100 times better.
Exactly. No, that's the thing is that it's stupid for a company to like alienate their own customers by producing something that's inferior and then producing a superior version later where you're like, but I already bought stuff, like I already have this, like I thought this was the definitive version of the figure and now you're doing this, and it's like, oh, here's another $40. Like it's demoralizing as a collector.
Yeah, it's just like you said, like and I know Transformers has always done repaints of things, but sometimes they're just way more stylish. This is like actually the same figure being made again. Yes, it's a different mold and blah blah blah. They changed it a bit, like tweaked it, but you know what I mean. It is like this is the original Ratchet we should have got, the original Ironhide we should have had,
Exactly.
And like I said, the Minty girl and stuff that she's Arcee, like look alike. She looks like that anyways, and like I said, that's fine. Have her or whatever because like she is an offshoot character, but now she's like in the main line, so let her have her day or whatever. But
yeah, for sure. No, exactly. And in these 2-packs that they're putting out, it's a good way of supplying people with stuff that they're not going to get otherwise, like in bulk, so that they don't have them separate where you're not going to get one. When you get this set, there's 2, and it's like that's kind of nice for people who get stuff because it's 2 exclusives in one. And You know,
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that, you
Me
know.
too. Yeah, yeah, and it's generation selects. I mean, you don't get a cool package, but we're out of box collectors usually. So.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I mean, it is what it is. It's one of those things where there's so like for me there's good and bad to it, but I'm very ambivalent towards it because I don't want them. So I mean, if it was something else, like it would be different, you know, like any of those Decepticon seekers or coneheads or whatever. I'm freaking out if I see that. I need that badly. But this kind
Mm-hmm.
of stuff, it's just, I can't. I don't need more stuff like this. Like,
Me either, but I'll buy it just to hate buy it. But
Fuck.
yeah, no, I'm excited. I might I want the definitive Ratchet. I might put my other Siege Ratchet away eventually, or just put it in a different part of my house, or like not take up you know what I mean? Because shouldn't I just display the ones I always wanted? I mean, the Siege Tetrajets are a little different because at least they're a Tetrajet, and we never got that from Hasbro before.
Yeah,
And the actual Seekers that are the planes, they actually look totally different than that mold. So whatever. But this is come on, night and day. Like this Ratchet is the one we should have had.
exactly.
Kidding me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're getting. Think he was part of that Tuesdays reveals, right? Transformer Tuesdays. They keep doing all these reveals, and it's the black Rotorichi Transformers Generation Select. So, yeah, I guess he's what's his name? He's the black Scorponok repaint guy that comes with the G1 toy,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this hints at a repaint of Scorponok as the black Zarak or Zarak.
Yeah. I mean,
Hints at it. We're not sure if we're getting it, but
well, I mean, if you know Hasbro, you know that they repainting stuff. I mean, it's not like them to just repaint stuff and sell it again. But like the selling, putting this figure out, I mean, it's such a hint that it's got to be happening.
mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I feel it. How do you feel though? Because you probably have you knew that regular Scorponok from Headmasters, and just they had him in the G1 days back in the day, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
probably more attachment to that than the Black Zarak, hey?
Yeah, no, the thing is that the Black Zarak, I only knew it like from picture. I don't even remember even like what's going on with that. Like I knew it existed, but like I was always just Scorponok guy. That's why I had to get it because I was like, oh my god, like I love Scorponok. But I mean, like the Black Zarak, I don't know jack about that. So
Yeah.
I mean, like, but when I saw this guy, I was like, I really like the paint, and I'm like, he looks really cool. And I didn't
Mm-hmm.
buy the whatever the original. This is a repaint of
Oh, I think it's only out now. It's in the Earthrise line. I can't remember his name, but he's in the Earthrise line, isn't he?
yeah, modulator.
Yeah, yeah, Modulator. He's
And
not
I
out
never
yet.
bought that. So I was like, well, I mean, if I'm gonna buy anything, I'm gonna buy this cool like
Gold
metallic
guy.
green, yeah, or whatever color he is. Like, I so I picked it up just because if there is a Black Zarak, and I'll have his buddy. That was
Mm.
basically what I was thinking.
And
Whatever,
be,
like
be
30 bucks. I don't care, right?
No, for sure, and be slightly careful. People are saying, crying about this, or because he's the gold plastic. Gold plastic snaps, but then other people are saying the gold plastic they use now is not as bad, and blah blah blah. So,
Well, I mean, people always find something to whine about.
hmm
That doesn't worry me because like I'm not going to be sitting there transforming him over and over and over again into a sword or whatever it is. He's going to be a dude sitting on my shelf somewhere off to the side until Black Zarak comes out, and then he'll be a sword in Black Zarak's hand, and that'll be it.
yeah,
That's his
I know.
storyline for
I
me.
know. For me, it's yeah, I want both. I know that's insane. Both Titan Glass guys. Why?
Well, come on. I mean, listen,
Uh,
it will be mental, but unfortunately, I think I might be. That's what I said to the guys at ages 3 and up when they were like, "Oh, they might be having Black Zarak repaint." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you know what to do, guys. Like, let me just say, like, I'll be here picking them up. So whatever.
hmm.
It's what
Yeah, this guy looks
happens."
good though. I love the little head sculpt. He's got kind of the Soundwave-ish eyes, or like a plate like that, and then he has a Soundwave head mold and mouth plate, and yeah, he's
Mhm.
even got the glass in the boxy chest and stuff and shoulder gun. But I mean, he's just fancy. He looks kind of baller and cool, but
Oh no, for sure. I dig the color scheme on them. That's really why I jumped on this, because the color scheme is just so out there and
Mhm.
like so much different like than what they usually produce, that
Mhm.
I'm like, yeah, this is really cool. Like, he'll it's not it's Decepticon, it's crazy colors, it's whatever, it's my stuff, it's my kind of thing. So
Mhm.
whatever, it's cheap. I don't care. It's
Obscure, random Decepticon stuff. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And he'll be fine. I don't care that much either way. The main thing is the color scheme, and it was cheap. So I mean, and,
Mhm.
and if Black Zurich needs a sword, well, I've got it. So
Mhm. Yeah, no, for sure.
I'm,
I'm excited. I think I did pre-order it, so I mean, yeah, we'll see.
yeah,
I'm stoked. Like I said, I have to have it if they put out the Black Zarak.
hmm
Well, I did talk about this a little bit. Well, not the Sandstorm, but I talked about the G2 Megatron a bit. I just tried to get that news out there as quick to see if the video would hit. It didn't really do that well, but I mean, hey, it's I can't even speak, but it's a crapshoot, you know. These posting news clips and seeing which ones work and don't, you know, and just trying to do it quick or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I talked about the green Megatron. I think it's cool, and yeah, they got the Sandstorm, unreleased G2 Ramjet colors. So.
yeah.
Yeah. What do
Uh,
you think about both these guys? I'd love to hear your take.
well, I mean, Sandstorm. Like, when I saw it, I was like, "Well, what is this? Like, beige cone head?" I mean, first I was in 100%. I'm like,
Yeah.
because I don't know Sandstorm. Like, what?
Use a G2 unreleased, like that Megatron I have that's the white and green Megatron. It was scrapped.
Oh,
And this
right.
is another one of those, yeah. Like I had that other Ramjet that's the purple and teal G2 Ramjet, and this was just that mold, but they called it Sandstorm, but it was never re-released. It was never released, but it was a G2 unreleased or
I
whatever.
mean, it's a really nice figure, and I mean,
Yeah, it's
like
pretty cool.
when I first saw them doing these like even prototype Conehead, I was like, I can't wait now, because like the repaints of these, it's endless. You can just keep pumping out nonsense figures, and I am perfectly fine with them repainting these and calling them different things. This is exactly like I can't wait to have this guy sitting on my shelf for just it's just even though he's beige. Like, it's the worst
Yeah, it's
color
weird.
ever, the worst color ever. But like, I'm looking forward to this. And that green Megatron, I swore I was like, I'm not buying another Megatron of that mold. And then I see this, and I'm like,
Well, you
I'm
don't have
buying.
this mold yet because it is the Earthrise
Is it
mold.
the Earthrise
Yeah,
molds? Because I
yeah.
mean, like, it's so
It's so close.
I
It's
I think.
exactly the same, but I mean, it's just like it's got the tire treads underneath.
Oh, right. Okay. I dig. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And I'm like, I was just like, oh, do I need this? And I'm like, yeah, I guess I do. So it's just another Megatron to add to my list. Like, I really like the color scheme on it. That lime green and like bright purple is just, it's so
I know I
funny.
have the G1 one or the G1 one. I have the G2 version, and I love it. I
Yeah,
love
and I
it.
mean, like, I really dig how like they actually used the G2 Decepticon logo on it. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
it's like they went that extra little, like, they didn't have to do that. That's the thing. Like, it's one of those things that for the longest time it seems like Hasbro didn't acknowledge that G2 like Autobot Decepticon logo,
I
and
know,
now
but it's really weird that the G2 Sandstorm has the regular
it
logo
has the
though.
regular logo, right? It's
And
like,
it's
no,
gonna
no,
be
no.
like that. Maybe it was like that when it was prototyped, but that doesn't make sense. But
Yeah, it's like, oh no, no, he's a new guy. We just invented this. Like, but
mm,
no, I really like the repaint. I like the fit and finish on these figures are really nice. Like, as soon as I saw them, I was like, yes, please, sure,
mhm.
I don't mind having this. This is the kind of thing I don't mind. It's for some reason, maybe it's because they're Decepticons. Maybe it's because it's just bizarre enough to go outside the. It's not just a simple repaint, right? It's
No, not at all. And it is a different thing. G2, like I was the perfect age when G2 came out, and my family had more money at that point. And like, yeah, I didn't get all the figures, but I got lots of G2 stuff. And like, I love G2. And a lot of people like it wasn't big in Japan, so that's why they don't do a lot of it because it wasn't big in Japan. So like, I mean, only in America it was a bit like more loved. But finally, it's getting more love from both sides again. But and really picking up some steam because yeah, like I said, like I was one of the target ages for this. Now I'm 34 and I have the money, so they're gonna put this stuff out.
right, exactly.
So yeah, and it's just it's timeless in a weird way. It's 90s. It's so over the top and like but.
Oh, but for sure, they're picking at the right nostalgia, like the right age group for nostalgia at this point. You know, that '90s, level of nostalgia is right where people,
Yeah, 90s kids, man, because like I was like born in the 80s, but I was like a 90s kid, so
right.
And this is what this is all about, the over the top colors and just everything,
Oh no, yeah, no, it's completely crazy. And I mean, like, I really, like I said, the new Seekers mold that they put out that turns actual into jets, and the new Conehead mold. There's so many different options that they have for color schemes for that. Like, and I do not mind any repaint of that they do of these. No. Like, I'll be on board with whatever
I want
they do.
I really want them to do the white Starscream, the G2 Starscream, and I want them to do the ramjet that I have, the purple and turquoise ramjet.
But I don't see why they wouldn't, because these molds are there to do, like, these are perfect molds to do this with, like. So I mean, and it's funny, like I said, you do a different Ratchet and paint him a different color or whatever, and I'm yelling about it. But you do different Conehead and paint him beige, and I'm like, yes, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Well, yeah, Seekers Conehead. Yeah, and Seekers invented like the repaint, so it's like it's part of them in a way. You know what I mean? Like it's like they're the army and the army build, and they're like they invented like Starscream. The Skywarp, Thundercracker. Those are the original, like, repaint the figure and call it a different guy, and then the Coneheads, and but if these at least are different characters in a way. Like, they're doing this guy we've never had before. Like, when they're just redoing Ratchet over and over, it's like, eh.
Oh, no, for sure. And I mean, like, when they're pulling from continuity that never even happened, like, oh, no, this is a prototype that never got made, but now we're making it. So it's like, it's just made up stuff, and they don't really care. But like, I've sure pull from all your prototypes and all your stuff that never got made, because they know we'll buy it. So, I mean, and the thing is for those people who like this kind of thing, well, this is the kind of thing those people like. And I'm that person. So, like, I can't wait to have this guy in my hand. Like, this is going to be great. It's, I've got to wait till February to get these guys, but still, like, yes.
Yeah, someone already got one from one of those, I don't know, they got it off an Asian site or whatever, and they already had it reviewed, and Hasbro got mad at them because it was the day before they revealed it. And then the video went back up. But yeah, someone off of Play Asia or something already has one of these. Isn't that ridiculous?
Of course they do.
I know.
I don't think the security in the in the Chinese sweatshops that they produce these in is very tight. Let's just put it that way.
No. But yeah, just wow. I couldn't believe it. The day before this got revealed, there's a review up.
Yeah.
Incredible. But yeah, more G2 stuff. We love G2 and all that. That wraps it up for the Transformers news. We went over quite a bit of stuff. I'm super excited, and I covered a lot. So hope you enjoyed this segment. Check out the other segments for this podcast, or you can get the full audio for the whole podcast down below. So yay!